All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. This session is one of multiple customer breakout sessions. So today we're here to focus on game, set, match, embracing the expansion into global. So what we'll be covering today is a really great story with Guillaume here from Babolat, and I have some partners as well. So my name is Sarah Hoffman. I'm a senior product marketing manager here at Akeneo, focused primarily on driving our go-to-market strategy for our products.
So, hi everyone, Guillaume Sordon, Digital Project Manager at Babolat.
And hi everybody, Gary Balabio. I'm from Cloudinary and the Vice President of Technology Partnerships.
Hi everyone, I'm Max, Product Director for the platform stream at Akeneo.
Awesome. Thank you all for being with us today. So as I mentioned, what we'll be covering today is I'll first start with Guillaume, and we'll talk a little bit about the business context, the challenges that Babolat faced before really implementing Akeneo PIM. And then Max is going to dive a bit deeper with Guillaume into some of the product and implementation aspects. And then Gary and Guillaume are going to discuss his use of Cloudinary as their DAM. And then, of course, at the end, Guillaume is going to bring all of his excellent insights to you all, so hopefully you can learn from him. And then potentially, because we are a smaller group, if we do have a bit of time at the end, potentially we could open it up to Q&A a bit, but we'll see how timing goes. So if you do have any questions in mind as you go along, keep those and either ask them at the end or come find Guillaume, Gary, and Max after and ask them all your most pressing questions. We have lots of experience here today. So awesome. To kick things off, so for those of us in the room not super familiar with tennis or maybe Nadal, Guillaume, tell us a bit about Babolat and the company's history.
So Babolat is a 150 years young French family business based in Lyon, so in France. And basically we started as the first manufacturer of tennis strings in natural gut, and we then expanded it into being a manufacturer and distributor of rackets and accessories and equipment in terms of bags, shoes, apparels, and everything in basically tennis, badminton, paddle, and pickleball. So we are the expert in racket sports, and our goal is to convey all the energies of the games. So not only with our products during a match, but also on and off the court with coaches, clubs, pro players, Nadal of course, and so on and so forth.
Excellent, awesome. 150 years.
150 years,
That is a long time. So, and let's talk a little bit about how long you've been with the company and what your mission is there.
So I'm basically a huge sports enthusiast with a double master's in engineering and business. So I like to basically bring technical and digital solutions to a sports company. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 3 years with Babolat as a digital project manager. And basically my responsibilities are everything which is linked to product information, flow, and management. So all the information which would be displayed on our digital tools, be it our B2B website, our B2C website, our print catalog, social media, or everything, goes and transits through the tools and interfaces that we've implemented. And so I'm product owner for the PIM, Akeneo, for the DAM Cloudinary, for our whole Salesforce ecosystem, so B2B, B2C, CRM, Experience Cloud, and Marketing Cloud. So kind of a big scope, but we've got hopefully good solution providers and good partners helping us here.
Yeah, that sounds exhausting. And so when you joined about 3 years ago, tell us a little bit about the stage that Babolat was at. Were you undergoing digital transformation at that time, or where were things at that point?
So basically when I joined, the project was we need to change our e-commerce website. It doesn't look like anything, and we need to be able to communicate and be the experts on our own products. Just to give you an insight, basically, I don't know if there's any tennis fans or people like that here, but someone who would go and see product information on one of our product would go and see the website of one of our web dealers and not our own website. So that's the level we were. We had approximately like 5 product attributes per product page on our website. So it's not a lot when you know about tennis or tennis equipment in general. So our goal was really to have a D2C approach and be able to talk to the consumer and the people actually using our products, be it through our B2C website, which we wanted to completely change and implement, or be it through our B2B clients, web dealers, everything, also our coaches, and to being sure that they had all the information necessary so that they could convey our messages to the end consumers in terms.
Awesome. So what you're saying is that when you're selling B2C as well as B2B, they require different types of product information.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, our business model is we have, like the traditional sports business model, we have like 80% of our sales, which is directed towards our B2B clients. So web dealers, distributors, if we're not implemented in the country. And then we've got like a brand website directed directly towards the end consumer, where they can, in the US and Europe, buy directly our products. And then being a sports company, and especially a tennis company, we've got a huge partnership with coaches and clubs, which who also promote our products and everything. So we really have 4 different kinds of consumers, whether they are our distributors, our B2B client, coaches, clubs, and the final end consumer at the end.
Awesome. Wow. And I take it you probably also have a pretty strong social media presence, and that's a big part of the business as well?
Yeah, definitely. So that's a good thing about having Nadal playing with your product. It does give you a strong brand presence on the internet. And yeah, we even have our B2C catalog, which is linked to some social accounts, namely Facebook and Instagram. It's not our main goal to like sell our products there, but having a strong fan base on those social media does help. And so we have some cool products, we showcase them there. So why not enable people to buy them there?
Awesome. Great. So it sounds like you have a main goal. You're undergoing digital transformation. But let's understand a little bit more, before Akeneo, et cetera, where were things at? How was your team, managing product information at that time?
I guess like many companies which didn't have a PIM or wanted to implement one, we were working with Excel. So we had 14 Excel master files based in our SharePoint, different shared folders and everything. Excel master files only in French, sometimes translated, not always. So obviously all the issues you have with working with Excel in terms of manipulation errors, in terms of duplicate values of products being carried over and you don't know where the information has gone or who has access to it, and big and slow files to work on. And most importantly, so we wanted to talk to our end consumer, but we had only one marketing argumentation targeted towards our B2B clients. So basically, if you were a coach, a player, or like just a racket sport lover worldwide, you would have the same French information, sometimes English, maybe Spanish if you're lucky, but that's it. And so all this was just shared through Excel to whoever wanted it.
It sounds pretty painful. And remind me, how many countries and languages are you guys selling in?
So we are based in Europe, China, Japan, and the US for our subsidiaries. And afterwards, we deliver around over 140 countries through our distributors and exports. So basically, wherever you want to find Babolat, you can find us.
Excellent. Awesome. And so at the same time, what did your team structure look like? So you have all these files. It sounds like anyone can get access to them. About how many people were working on those data and Excel sheets?
So we had around 20 people which were owner of the product data between 2 teams, so R&D or marketing, each having their own attributes, but obviously being able to modify the attributes of the others. Wouldn't be funny otherwise. And then we had all the sales teams, as well as basically anyone internally who would ask for some information, who could have access to it, who could potentially duplicate it, give access to another market or things like that. So around, maybe 30 data consumers.
Okay, wow. And how at the time were you handling assets as well?
Assets were even, harder. Basically, we had, last time we counted up to 17 different storage places where assets were like duplicated over and over again. Basically, the agency would like give us our assets, we would put it on a local network, and then we would duplicate them, put them on SharePoint folders, on local FTPs. They would go towards our, we even had like 3 FTPs for our B2B website, our B2C website, and our app coach with literally 3 times the same asset. So 3 things to manage, 3 times the bandwidth, everything. And in terms of assets, it was anyone could have access to it, and there wasn't really any control over it. So basically a badminton shop where we would give them some information and some product pictures could also potentially have access to some tennis pack shots of products 6 months before like they were online or like available to anyone. So we kind of had issues in terms of who had access to what.
Okay, so people getting access to assets ahead of time, not necessarily being able to share both the products and the assets at the same time to the people who needed them, struggling with different types of formats, and then of course data governance, so who was able to edit what. Sounds like you probably weren't feeling that confident in the quality of your data at that time.
Definitely. No one was confident, and like I was saying before, even the end consumer wouldn't go on our website to go and see for our own product information. So we had real troubles on that, whether internally or externally.
Awesome. Wow. Okay. So that sounds like a lot. So then, of course, in